Look, I do think LeBron and AD will win a championship. This is a big statement within the next 2 years. I think they will win one of these titles. But if I go long term, who will have more success? I have to pick the Clippers duo. One, obviously, the age. Those guys, Kawhi's 28, Paul George 29. Obviously, LeBron in his 17th year will turn 35 next season. So that's one thing. But the main thing is the organization. Organizations are a big part in winning championships. Look at the last several championships. Toronto, great front office led by Masai Ujiri. Golden State, great front office. Go back to Miami with LeBron there. Pat Riley, great front office. San Antonio won one in that stretch. We know they have a great front office. Cleveland with David Griffin, who's shown he's done a terrific job in New Orleans. So front offices, coaching staff, all that is important. And when I compare the two, I have a lot more confidence in the Clippers organization and front office to put the right pieces in place. I think they already have them, but if they don't, they'll make the right moves. The Lakers, I mean, let's just face it, the front office is still a mess. And it's kind of like there's a large feeling that LeBron is really the adult in the organization, kind of running it. So I just think there'll be less drama with the Clippers, and the organization is much stronger. So I pick those guys.
This is very difficult because you have to look at what window. If you look at the age part, I mean, there is no comparison to the age of the players. Kawhi Leonard, how healthy will he be, you know, moving forward? It seems as if there won't be any questions, but you know, to me, this is very difficult because I believe in institutional talent. And if you look at even going back to how did the Lakers win all those titles? Man, Dr. Buss was amazing. I mean, every first meeting, Dr. Buss was there. And these superstars will tell you, my brother drafted in the second round, not the superstar treatment, but Dr. Buss was great at this now. There's a lot of owners. And God bless her, how you going to feel step into your dad's shoes? With all those championships, the personality he had, how he learned on the job through the years, it's hard. And what you say about the Lakers, it should be a concern. Not only the front office, but what about that bench? What about the head coach?
Well,
what about those assistant coaches that used to be head coaches that might think
had big success too?
Yeah, and might think I might know more than that guy. It will play a role. Now I know, outside of Kawhi not wanting to join LeBron and AD. All right? What the Lakers presented was a problem, is trying to win Kawhi and his team over to be in the Lakers. They thought if everything was even, they thought from a medical standpoint, front office, and ownership with Ballmer, because they felt like they're going to run out of breath before he runs out of money, they felt as if the Clippers had a huge advantage over the Lakers.
I want to ask you a question real quick, Broussard, because I think we all, listen, ownership, there's no question it's in the Clippers' favor, and coaching, there's no question it's in the Clippers' favor. By the way, the Clippers front office is as good as anybody in basketball, so it's not necessarily a tale of the tape in that regard. But when you said the Lakers front office is still, let's be fair, a mess, since Magic stepped down, again, set the coaching stuff aside and the ownership stuff aside, the moves they've made, I have to give them enormous credit for. They got the Anthony Davis trade done, which a lot of people thought, man, New Orleans, that deal's not going to get done. And you thought it was a way overpay, not you, but some people did. And then you saw what Paul George went for, and you saw first-round picks aren't necessarily as valuable as they were a few years later. Then we said, man, they're going all in on Kawhi. We understood why. We thought it was a good move. But if they don't, they're going to be scrambling. To miss out on Kawhi.
I did warn you, though. So let's give Rob Pelinka the benefit of the doubt.
Right. No, that's what I'm
Maybe Magic Johnson was the problem.
Right. And since then, so they miss out on Kawhi. They get Danny Green, who would have been one of my premier targets to begin it. I'm not as high on Boogie as some people, but for the price, there's no doubt on the upside. You find a way to bring in Avery Bradley. You bring in guys that Jared Dudley, who won't play much, but is a good fit. Like your Troy Daniels is a shooter. Don't you think they've done a good job since Magic walked away as far as player acquisition stuff?
No question that, after Kawhi went to the Clippers, no question they did a great job. You have to give him an A. But that in and of itself is not going to dismiss a lot of the other stuff that still went on. And like you said, they made good moves, but they still, like, they don't have a GM. You know, well, Rob Pelinka's the GM. They don't have a president.
Right.
You know, and Kurt Rambis is like a special advisor, but he's got as much power as anybody when it comes to basketball operations. So the way they hired Frank Vogel,
you
know,
the
way they only gave Ty Lue a 3-year offer. So those types of things, I will be the first to say they did a great job after Kawhi. However, I still give the Clippers a big advantage.
Well, if you take the two teams and take out the superstars, take out the 4 of them, because some could argue they're both even. There's so much more stability with regards to the Clippers. The head coach, the organization, the role players, the bench, the way they play basketball, the personalities, the fact that they all know what role they're going to play. It just seems like top to bottom, the Clippers seem like they have so much more stability than the
let's
Lakers.
focus, since we've talked about everything except for the players, let's focus on the players part of it. Remove those top 4 guys, like you said, LeBron and AD, Paul George and Kawhi. Just take them out. I think the better duos with the Lakers. Some people think it's with the Clippers. Who cares? Call it a wash. The rest of the roster, so if we go to Kuzma, to Danny Green, Boogie Cousins, Avery Bradley, your next 4 versus it'd be Lou Williams, Patrick Beverley, Trez Harrell, and then I guess Landry Shamet. I don't know who their 4th guy would be. To me, those are pretty comparable. Well, it's not the Clippers know their roles more, but to me, you can't say they are clearly the more talented supporting cast.
In a vacuum, I would say the Lakers had. I mean, obviously they have more star power with Rondo and DeMarcus. Yeah, on paper, I would give their supporting cast the advantage.
Yes.
But with the coaching, with the attitudes,
so you know your
knowing your role, that is better.
Yeah.
That is in favor of the Clippers. I don't know what the drama will be with the Lakers. Hopefully there is none.
Oh, there will be some.
But, yeah, I mean, and a lot of that's got to be laid at the feet of LeBron. I don't know what was the last season he didn't have some drama. So there may be drama.
St. Mary.
All right. So there's not going to be
drama. It was drama there because he got the Hummer then. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Junior year, St. Vincent.
Yeah, there's other people, LeBron fans besides you, bro. Been watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably junior high. So that's LeBron. There's not going to be drama with the Clippers. I don't imagine. I mean, I don't see it with these guys, and that is an advantage in their favor.
Well, 2 advantages. Coming off the bench, you know you got a proven instant offense in Lou Williams.
No
all right?
question.
Now, Kuz, I'm high on Kuz. But if you give me a guy in a Game 7 who I need to be the 3rd scorer, Lou Williams has proven that. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's one of the best that's ever played in this business. We know the continuity, the buy-in. Huge advantage on the defense. They got 3 All-NBA players starting. Patrick Beverley is a beast, and he fits perfect with Kawhi and Paul George, and they have better matchups against LeBron. They got 2 of the better defenders and wing defenders in Kawhi and Paul George going against LeBron. To me right now, the Clippers have the advantages with all this stuff.
I'm glad you mentioned Lou, because I don't think the 2 guys that benefit the most from this summer individually might be Lou Williams and Kyle Kuzma. For those 2 guys, they will never be double-teamed for the next 2 years. Lou Williams, if you remember in that series against Golden State, what happened in Game 6 was they said, man, anyone but Lou Williams beat us. Now Lou Williams is going to be single-teamed with the team's 3rd or 4th best defender on him. Kuzma will get the same treatment out with the Lakers.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.